I would say that TV's much more fun to like show up to every day because it's so consistent and it's exciting, and you really like get to know everybody, and it becomes sort of like a family. You're going to like camp, which can be a year or 5 or 10 years. You know, you never know. But film, I think I have a special liking for because of the creation of the film is so intimate, and it's this limited experience, and it's like it's like a dream every time, and so that's kind of wonderful.
Did you get the acting bug as a kid? Because I know your grandfather, you know, Gregory Peck, so you were exposed to it in a different way than most people were.
Yeah.
Was it a situation where you like, you know of Grandpa, and you're like, that's what I want to do, or did it happen completely just on your own, separate from that?
I think that it happened completely separate and on my own. I definitely don't doubt that there's, you know, some sort of genetic inspiration there.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. You've got the talent passed down. Yeah.
I should hope so. Yeah. But it definitely wasn't like, oh, like I like what I see, I'm going to do that. It feels kind of like my own, you know, discovery.
Well, you take it very seriously, and you know, when you were younger, you went out to New York and studied experimental theater for 3 years.
Yes, I did.
I'm always so curious. I've heard that term so many times. I have no idea what the hell that means.
Yeah, break down experimental theater for
3 years.
Yeah,
what do you do in experimental theater for 3 years?
Well, I don't really even know how to describe it to you. It's basically. So there's sort of like these classical ideas and forms of like what acting is and what performance is.
Yeah.
The structured way of like a play in 3 acts or, you know, 1 act. And experimental theater is this very open-ended construction of like performance. So I could go and stand in front of everybody in an audience and stare at everybody for 30 seconds. That could be a performance. And I guess that would be considered experimental.
Right.
But it's just like all the boundaries are kind of broken down, and like
so you go deep. You go way down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, you get way down the rabbit hole. It was an amazing experience and very eye-opening to both myself and other people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you have a lot of expertise with acting, and now I imagine after this film some survivalism as well. You probably had to study a lot of like how to stay alive.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you have a better chance than I would, for instance, on a desert island.
You.
Sure.
Having done this movie, do you feel like you want to be on like a Survivor-type show? Like Naked and Afraid or like Man vs. Like, do you feel like this is kind of giving you the itch to like actually be a survivalist?
No. Probably the opposite. I mean, like, wilderness is like...
You're like, fuck that, never going back.
Yeah, I could do without. I like to be, you know, clean and have clean clothes and, like, take care of myself.
Well, now you do know the ropes.
Well, let's have you be a coach. You could be a coach on one of those shows. You don't have to do the things. You can just show up, help the team win.
Consultant, for sure.
Yeah, survivalism consultant. That's what we want you to do on our show, actually, right now.
Okay.
We're going to pretend that our girls they're stranded. They need your help. You're going to decide which girls, you know, survive the best.
Oh, okay.
While we play pecking order right here on the Playboy Morning Show.
All right, so there are teams of 2. We have Jacqueline and Lauren, who will be Team 1, and then Chelsea and Lisa, who will be Team 2. And they'll be competing in a variety of events to survive, and you're going to decide.
Yeah, based on, like, you know, effort, leadership ability, will to survive. You will decide who's the winning team of each round. And then we'll have the winning team overall at the end and the MVP on that team.
Which will be the top of the pecking order.
Top of the top.
Yes.
And do I get to assist them at all? Any points?
I mean, you can try. You can try. We'll see where the wind takes us. As you know, anything goes in a survival situation.
I'll be your lifeline. If you need any advice, you know.
He's there. He's here for you. Now,
thank you.
Now, first you have to start a signal fire, right? You want to get rescued. So that's the first challenge. You got to set a fire. You got to get it to glow, and really when you're out in the woods, you got to kind of blow on this little spark if you're going to get big enough for people to see.
Yeah, and you have to be very careful. You don't want to blow too hard, but you don't want to blow too little. It's a very fine art.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Yeah,
so
and you want warmth too. Come on.
To test this kind of blowing skill, we have the jar there. No, it's not a jar. It's a bowl of ping pong balls. You're going to have to blow into the little cornhole holes there. Blow up the ramp. So let's see.
So who do we think has the best blowing ability
on each team?
Jacqueline, you know that's you, girl.
Why her?
I know about Jacqueline. So whoever has the best blowing ability, let's get on our knees and get the blowing going.
See how many you can get up the ramp
into the hole. Yeah. Let's make it happen, girls.
Yep.
Time is of the essence. You're freezing. You're cold. The plane might not see you if you don't get this fire started.
And Ethan, any advice he may give you, feel free.
Yeah.
So let's go with 3, 2, 1, begin.
Be careful, girls. Oh, they're working as a team. I like this. See, now Lauren, she's going solo.
That's smart.
See, now, girls, I think we're blowing too hard. Remember, there's that fine line.
Oh,
okay.
Whoa. 1-0.
That's 1.
Lisa and Chelsea got 1. So they're most likely. Oh, they got another one.
Uh-oh.
Team 2 is,